He's holding up the Swift guy. He's making the Swift guy stop.
Yeah.
Give him the thumbs up when you go by.
Okay, hold on, huh? Just give this guy the thumbs down.
Finally, he moves over.
Good morning. So we're continuing this series on 3 things that can save you time, money, hassle, and make you more money in the industry, as well as being a happier person. So I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell. They'll definitely notify you every time a video comes up. You'll be wealthier, healthier, and wise. I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, that ain't good. So I just noticed that my first truck went down tonight. I got a loaner truck. So nice truck, but you know, obviously needs gone over, and there's just absolutely no time. It was just kind of like, here, your truck's down, you're already late because the truck breaking down, you gotta go. Here's one of my problems right here. Is you have loose connection. I had this airline was loose on the glad hand seals, along the glad hand seals, and I was able to fix that with by hammering this piece a little bit, but now I have to tighten this up. But it has to be done outside the gate because we had to get out of everybody's way. So number 2, lot lizards are not lizards.
They handing out them little orientation cards. You see the thing? Call 911. Man, I'm talking about lot lizards. I really thought it was like lizards, like that live in the lot. I was like, ooh. Hey, it's about to be crazy. You're right. Oh, snap. I don't know if trucking for me.
I'm just kidding, but I had to say that because I've met so many drivers out here in the industry that literally thought they were lizards. So number 2, this can save you so much time and hassle. As you guys know, time is money, right? Like every second counts, especially in truck driving. So one key to leveraging that in your favor as a driver, saving yourself time and also making yourself more money, is going to be to make friends in the trucking industry. I promise you, there's going to be plenty of opportunity to get into it with all kinds of people out here in truck driving.
So yeah, I'm getting to live the exciting life of nighttime yard craziness. But look at all these box trucks. All these big dumb babies. That's a semi. I got 3 semis in the yard and about 5 million box trucks. It's going well. Yeah, it's the Will the Box Truck Stop show. Who wants to play? Will they stop? Nope. That's good. Why? Oh, and he did not stop. Did not stop. Failed. All of them. They fail. Of course I'm ranting about the box trucks. They suck. Yeah, of course I'm ranting about the box truck drivers, the big dumb babies, big dummies. Used to be a semi-truck driver. Are you turning it off? I hate them all. There's so many of them too.
I was able to get those bolts tightened up as much as I could. They're still going to be a little loose, but they're enough to hang on tight. Just get us down the road. We need to send our ETA over, hit the road. this not a cluster mess? Box truck drivers are rude. Normally they don't let you through. Dude, I'm coming through. Dude. I'm coming through, dude. I gotta go. Look at this guy. Look at this idiot right here. Just cut me off. Are you serious, dude? You want to hit me? We're going to get out of the truck. That's all there is to it. You better believe I get out my truck and I start to say some things. I'm like, hell no. You're not cutting in front of me. I've had box truck drivers try to do that. Not going to happen. I've had drivers race through the yard, nearly hit my tractor, slam on the brakes, and then get pissed that I wasn't moving fast enough. That will get me out of my truck real fast to say a few things. At the same time, it's going to save you so much hassle making friends in the trucking industry. I've been taking some business courses on the side, and one of the things that I've learned in my finance course for business, and this is making a lot of money on the side. I can tell you this stuff works. And I'm learning from the top CEOs across the country in some really good courses. And one of the things that I learned in my finance course is that money, what money is, guys, is the product of reciprocal altruism. And before you click off, all that simply means is it's a mutually beneficial relationship between two parties. And it comes back to the bartering system and everything else. But bottom line, if you're adding value to a corporation, if you're adding value to a company, a trucking company, if you're adding value to another person, and then they in exchange add value back to you, money is in turn created. If it's not immediate, it will be, whether it's in the form of saving you time, hassle, whatever it is. The substance of money, like if you wanted to grow a money tree, then you got to find out how to make it. And the way to make money is to add value. And I had people, argue with me on this and say, well, I've given so much to my company, and especially in truck driving, they will just screw you over, like every chance you get. Trust me, I've been screwed over. You got to cover your ass out here in truck driving. But here's the thing. It's reciprocal value. If you got a company that's a crap company and just going to run over every driver they have, then it's not a reciprocal relationship at all. And it's not going to be. And you could work yourself to death and you're not going to get a damn thing from it. And that's just the truth. So you have to be smart. You have to play your cards right? By the way, every company is going to have issues. I promise you, every company will have issues. The bottom line is, are they a good company at the core? And the one thing you got to understand is, what is their stake in the game? Like, why are you here? I believe in treating people right, treating people fairly in business, having a family environment. But you got to understand, they're a corporation. So they're looking at facts, figures, value, income. What is the purpose of that company? It's to grow, make more money, put more trucks out there, gain more customers. It's to grow. Because of that, that's their skin in the game. That is what they're interested in. The moment that you as a driver, I as a driver, add more value to that company and help them further their goal, they're going to have all the motive in the world to make sure you get paid on time, you're taken care of, you're advancing, or you're getting the best runs. Money is created. It's a reciprocal value. The same thing happens on a personal level, and the same thing happens with shipping facilities, logistics staff. You want to make friends as much as you can in the industry. And here's why. Let me give you a perfect example of this. This is something that happened to me. I always try to make it a point, if it's possible, sometimes it's not, but I will work hard to try to, even to somebody that's cold and maybe doesn't talk, they're just really cold, matter of fact, just get through my gate. I will make a point, if I come back, to try to find little inroads into being able to get them to communicate a little bit, maybe make a slight bit of friendly conversation, and it's not a waste of time. And here's why. Once you build a good solid relationship with your check-in staff at the gate, and don't think this won't happen OTR, because I've fallen into that trap before, and All of a sudden, next 2 months, I'm back to that shipping facility 3 times because my company's making good money sending me to that shipping facility or trying to route me back to home time. So it's gonna happen, guys. So make sure, do everything you can to make friends. I guarantee you, if you find one little piece of connection, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie, The Pursuit of Happiness. You guys remember that movie? This guy, he was homeless. He was trying to get this good job with this corporation. And he was showing up at their office trying to talk to somebody. Nobody'd give him the time of day. He's like, I just want to talk to you about my skill. Like, I can do this. They would not give him the time of day. They were too busy. They just, yeah, we'll see you later. Would never give him an interview. One day, he had gotten very skilled at this Rubik's Cube, if you've ever seen those. It's like very complicated to solve this puzzle. And he had gotten really good at it. One day, he shared a cab with this guy, with this CEO we wanted to talk to, hopped in, said, I'll split the cab with you. And he's like, okay, fair enough, hop in. He's trying to tell him about his talents, his skill, everything else. The guy was not listening to him. He was zoned out. He was playing with this Rubik's Cube. So next thing you know, he stops. I can solve that. And that's when the guy stopped and gave him some attention and said, there's no way in hell you can solve this before we get to our stop. The guy's like, yes, I can. Let me try. Here, give it to me. He's like, he starts playing with this Rubik's Cube. He solves the puzzle. And this movie's based on a true story, guys. Like, this is a perfect example of why you need to do this in business. In learning little skills and things. Learn little connection points with people. Gain you inroads into relationships and into business deals and everything else. So anyway, he solves this puzzle. The guy's so impressed. He's like, be in my office. I want to talk to you. Because it was a job that involved numbers and calculations. And so he then wanted that guy. Now he had his attention. You can do that. It may take time. But here's the bottom line. I've built such a good relationship that there are many times I may be the second truck back in line at the gate. It's busy. Sometimes they have, as you guys know, sometimes they have 2 staff in the guard shack. One is checking in. They'll rotate through the night. I'll pull up in line. They'll have one guy checking somebody in, and there will be a second person in the gate just sitting there waiting for the next truck to, come out the exit. And they'll see, hey, it's Brittney pulling up. Oh my God, I wanted to talk to her because, we have something in common, right? So next thing you know, I have staff running out from the guard shack, coming up to talk to me or chit chat or whatever. And then they're like, you know what, now that I'm here, I'll just go ahead and check you in. That way it saves time. And then as soon as this next truck moves, you can go right in. How's that? That works really good. Same thing at deliveries is get skilled at your backing, because not only for safety, but also for saving time. I've showed up at delivery and they're not supposed to unload you sometimes an hour. You gotta be very careful of that. There's some facilities you can show up early at, others you can't. They don't mind if you wait around for an hour till they're ready, blah, blah, blah. Others do. Some companies fire you if you're more than 5 minutes early or late. You guys probably well know. But in this particular one, I showed up like way early, right? They weren't ready to unload people, but they knew Brittney can back in. I've gotten very, very good at my backing skills. It's like a challenge for myself. Every time I back, let's see how exact I can get this in, right? Whereas the other trucks, they'll pull up, they'll take sometimes 10, 15 minutes to get in a freaking dock that's not that hard to back into. Anyway, at this one facility, it was a tight parking spot. Took the drivers forever to get backed in. It was like a 15-minute average on most of the drivers to get backed in this dock. Well, if it's not cram-packed full, they can have you unloaded in 15 minutes. So to them, it's like you just delayed a whole freaking trailer load of freight because you can't get your freaking trailer in the dock, right? It's taking you 15 minutes. Receiving facilities get so frustrated because it takes forever. You have 5 trucks show up through the evening that can't back. It's each taking 15 minutes. All of a sudden, you just delayed freight by an hour. And a lot of these facilities have cutoff times. So you got to take freight from one trailer, offload it, and then put it on other trucks to go out to other destinations, right? If you don't hit the cutoff point, then that freight doesn't get on the other trucks and customers are pissed. 15 minutes can save a lot of time. So here comes Brittney. I'm rolling in and new to the facility, and I pull in and I'm in the dock, doors open, ready for them to unload in like 2 minutes flat. And that is how you do that. That was pretty cool. Guys know me by name, even in different trucks. They're like, oh, it's Brittney. Everybody came out. Everybody was ready. Now they're unloading me. It's pretty freaking sweet. I just take my time. I'm just like, I know every freaking crack in the pavement at certain shipping facilities where I have to line up my tires with that crack. And if I don't, I'm not going to be exactly in that dock. Like, I do it as a challenge for myself. It's fun. So I do this. They remembered me because at that time, only 2 drivers out of our company could back like that. They remembered those 2 drivers. So what ended up happening is later on, coming there for delivery, if I would show up early, even if they were still on break or they were, you know, not ready to unload trucks yet for the evening, if they saw I pulled up, they knew I'm going to save them a lot of time because I whip in, I'm like in, out, boom, done. You know, I'm not going to delay them at all. So here's what happens to me because they remembered me. I made conversation with them and have been personable when I have showed up. They'll be like, you know what? We're not supposed to unload you for an hour, but we're going to go ahead and unload you because you're always saving us time. And plus, half these other guys can't back. We can take our break while we're waiting for them to back. You know what I mean? You would be surprised how much time you will save just having a personal relationship with people in the industry. It is so vitally important. Another thing that happened to me was when I lost my job, my last job. I had made a point for the previous year with the competing companies I was always friends with. I didn't butt kiss to those companies. I loved my job. I loved my company. But the thing is, you know, you never know what'll happen. Company could go under. You get let go, cutbacks, whatever. You never know what's going to happen out here, right? Cover your ass. So I made a point to go out of my way and talk with the other drivers and find things in common with each of the other drivers with other companies. And a big point of conversation was the backing. They're like, damn, girl, you can back. You know, it's like, holy shnikes. So they remembered me. I sparked up conversation, got to know people. Next thing you know, when my job was in jeopardy and I was let go suddenly without a job, by the end of the day, guess what? I had like 3 job offers from other companies because those drivers wanted me on their team. This girl can back, like you want her. She's got a clean, spotless record. Grab her. And long story short, by like the next day, I think I went a whole 48 hours before officially having a job. You know, and it paid more than my last one. It's a lot better job. Nicer trucks. You can save so much time, so much money, so much hassle making allies in the industry everywhere you go as best you can. And the idiots act a fool and get all up in your face and cut you off and everything else, they'll come naturally. You ain't gonna get nowhere with them, trust me. They only understand one thing. That's idiot. As my second cousin says, they are ate up with the dumbass and there ain't no cure. So don't waste your time with him. That's what I'm saying.